Hello Magic Makers, welcome to Storytime with Mombierella. This is a young adult fiction and may be inappropriate for some younger viewers.
The Odd Sisters, A Tale of the Three Witches by Serena Valentino. Copyright Disney Enterprises Incorporated, 2019.
Chapter 20. Home. Circe and the Odd Sisters were sitting at their table in the kitchen, in front of the large round window. Outside they had a view of Maleficent's crows perched peacefully in the apple tree. Sitting on the table was a magnificent birthday cake, and Mrs. Tittlebottom was puttering around in the kitchen, making tea. "Where are we?" Circe asked, confused. Mrs. Tittlebottom laughed. "I don't know, dear. I thought you would tell me." "We're in the place between," said Lucinda. Circe hadn't thought it would look like this, the place between. "It looks any way we wish, daughter," said Ruby, putting a saucer of milk on the floor for Flans. Flans! Circe was happy to see her, until she realized what it meant. "Oh, Flans, are you okay?" The cat didn't answer. "She can't speak with you, darling. She's too weak. She's barely holding on. But we'll do what we can to keep her here, won't we? We won't let her pass beyond the veil. Not for us. Just as we won't let you go into the mist with our ancestors." Circe suddenly felt as if she were young again, sitting with women she thought were her sisters in the kitchen on a bright sunny morning. She was so happy. She'd made the right choice. She was happy to see her mothers this way, as they were meant to be. "We too are happy to be ourselves again," said Lucinda. "But we wish it didn't take your death to achieve it." Mrs. Tittlebottom brought the witches a pot of tea and some cups. "Here you go, dears," she said, putting down the tray. Circe looked up at her. "Oh, Mrs. T, what are you going to do? Move forward beyond the veil? Or back to your old life?" Mrs. Tittlebottom laughed. "I've lived far too long already, but the ancestors have one more task for old Mrs. Tittlebottom before she goes. I'm to look after the flowers, should you and your mothers decide to use them. I've only just stopped by from my own corner of the place between for a spot of tea before I make my way back home, and to ask you a favour." Circe smiled. "Of course. What's the favour?" But Lucinda answered for the old woman. "She would like us to make our choice quickly. She's ready to go beyond the veil." Lucinda smiled at Mrs. Tittlebottom. "I'm sorry our ancestors have interfered with your passing." Mrs. Tittlebottom patted Lucinda on the shoulder. "Oh, you're not the same witch I remember. Not at all. I like this version of you much better." Lucinda laughed. "I like myself better, too." "But what choice are we talking about? I've already made my choice. And why are you here, mothers? Why aren't you in the dead woods? Why aren't you living the lives I gave you with the sacrifice of my own?" Lucinda took Circe's hand. "Because, my Circe, we are in the place between, and we've been given a choice. And all we have to do is listen to hear it." The end. Thank you so much for listening to this reading. This has been The Odd Sisters, A Tale of the Three Witches by Serena Valentino. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't had a chance to yet, please take a second, like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, comment down below, and share with a friend. And if you haven't heard the other villain series, check out all the links below. Next, I'll be sharing The Beast Within, Book 2 of the Villain series by Serena Valentino. And remember, let it go and keep moving forward. Have a magical day. Bye!